that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports. And when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines. To the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot of these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Purdue's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue, and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Gonna sling it on second down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Purdue!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around, here recently, a lot of success, too.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give is to Smith. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Now on the counter. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a plus score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads-up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
They'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the field.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or two guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets first downs.
How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making checks. They'll throw it from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He'll keep it himself. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got to...
Look out! Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver.
Turning it on! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Henderson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The give on the inside. Got enough for the first. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They've got the screen set up. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll give it to him again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. going for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender... too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. To the air, it's Fleming. Quarterback moving. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Under fire. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down.
It's a fumble on the play. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown. When he puts it on the ground, everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, David, and was able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He'll do it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. Stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Fleming. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
And the offense